What's going on, guys? Welcome to yet another video. My name is Paul Ocampo and today we'll be talking about investing in real estate. As I mentioned in this video, I consider real estate to be my favorite type of investment, even though I don't own any yet. Real estate has allowed people like Donald Trump to build fortunes, and this is because of all the benefits that come with owning real estate. These benefits are unmatched by other investments, and this is the reason why real estate is so appealing and why it has allowed many people to build their fortunes based off of it. So, let's begin. Let's start by giving you perspective. Here in the US, 1 out of 6 people are employed thanks to real estate. That includes people like me, real estate agents, appraisers, escrow officers, loan officers, construction workers, lawyers, and the list goes on and on and on. Real estate has such a strong influence in our economy that it can cause recessions like the ones we saw back in 2008 when banks were giving out loans to anyone. I mean, literally anyone, even if they didn't have a source of income. The point I'm trying to drive home here, pun intended, is that real estate is so important because people will always need a place to live, a place to store their stuff, or a place to conduct business. It's safe to assume that most people invest in the stock market. And the reason for that is because it requires less hustle. I mean, how hard is it to just get on your phone, get on Robinhood and purchase a stock? Pretty easy, right? The thing is, with a stock market, you only make money 2 ways. And the second condition only applies depending on the company you're buying. So the first way you make money is, of course, when the value of that company's stock goes up. And the second way is by getting paid dividends, which is when companies share their profits with its investors. And again, that depends on the company you're purchasing, and you should also know that you will be taxed on dividends. Don't get me wrong, I'm all about investing money, but I think that real estate offers more benefits and a better rate of return. And that's because real estate not only offers 2 types of returns, but 3. The first one is, of course, the increase of value in your property or appreciation. The second one is cash flow, which in this case would be the rental income you could be collecting from those properties. And the third one is tax breaks, which is deductions you can take from these investments, things like interest and depreciation from the improvements on the property. Even though this is just a tax break, it has cash value to it because it can reduce the amount of money you will have to pay to the government. If done correctly, your real estate investment can outperform the stock market. Don't believe me? Take a look at this chart that shows the performance of a real estate ETF and an S&P 500 ETF over 15 years. Buying real estate requires more capital, that's true. However, when investing in real estate, investors have more leverage over their money, which enables them to purchase even more valuable investments. I'll give you an example. Let's say you have $25,000 which you want to invest. So you decide to take those $25,000 and put it in the stock market. So that money is going to buy you $25,000 in value of stocks, which is not bad, but if by comparison you invest that money in real estate, you can take that same investment or even a lower one. I mean, you can put as little as 0.5% down on a house thanks to different government programs and get yourself on an asset that is worth for upwards of $250,000. Real estate allows you to leverage your money like no other investment can. Depending on how involved you want to be, your real estate income can be considered passive, meaning that it will not require extra work from your end to collect those sweet rent checks. But if you decide to buy real estate for yourself, that's okay, because your home will appreciate year over year and you're going to build equity. In my current market, I'm seeing appreciation rates go anywhere from 8% to 12%, which is unbelievable. Real estate also protects your money from inflation. Current inflation rates are at 0.62%, and it is expected to go up to 2.24% in 2021. As I mentioned before, there will always be a need for a place to live, storage, or a place where to conduct business. As economies expand, the demand for real estate is going to drive up rent prices, which is going to translate into higher capital values. Now, even though all of that is great, I want you to know the cons about real estate too. The first one is that it will require a lot of effort for you to find that deal that is going to take your wealth to the next level. You probably won't buy the first house you see, and that's okay, because you have to shop around and see what's out there to get a better sense of what you are really looking for. And you do this by just going to open houses, checking out listings on the internet, and just asking a real estate agent. At least where I live, the market is very competitive. It's a seller's market, meaning that there's more buyers than sellers. That's why it favors sellers. But I always say this, you can always find a great deal even in the most competitive market. It's just a matter of looking for the right deals. This is why it's crucial you get in contact with a real estate agent who's an expert in the area where you are trying to invest your money in. And the best part about working with a real estate agent is that you won't have to pay for it. That's right, you won't have to pay for it, and that's because usually it's the seller who pays for those costs. So you are going to get an expert who is going to fight for you and going to get you the best deal out there. Another thing you have to consider is that real estate is not a liquid investment. And what I mean by this is that pulling your money out of a real estate investment is going to take time, and that's because real estate transactions take several days, if not months, to complete. This is why it's crucial for you to have an emergency fund that can cover you for unexpected events. Just like all other investments, real estate presents its own risks too. The return of your investment is not a guaranteed thing, and even though prices tend to rise over time, there is always a risk of selling at a loss. 2008 was a reminder of that, and even though that was horrible, real estate has shown to be more stable than, say, the stock market. So, should you invest in real estate? My answer to that is yes, you should. Real estate is going to allow you to build your wealth like no other investment can. And I think that the benefits that come from owning real estate outweigh the risks associated with it. I know there's a lot of things going on right now, but one thing is for sure, we can't rely on the government to save us. We need to take the reins of our lives and take ownership. That's why we need to look for ways to not only preserve our cash, but make it grow over time. There you have it, guys. I hope this video helps you to make a more educated decision when it comes to real estate investing. If you found this video informative, don't forget to drop me one of this and to subscribe to my channel, because this is what I love talking about. If you disagree with me, let me know down in the comments why you don't think it's a good idea to invest in real estate. Well, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Thank you for the support, and I'll see you next week.